What I'm going to show now is a few of the hand positioning. First off, we're going to go with a puck sow, which is a slapping hand. It pushes to the center line, to the center line, to the center line, to the center line. You could shift, and in the other way of doing it, what we do, we step, we step, we step. And you, in training methods, you would go to the center, straight to the center. That's your puck sow, your slapping hand. Now we're going to go into a jut sow. A jut sow drops at the wrist. Drops at the wrist. It's to redirect an oncoming force so you can go through with a punch. That's a jut sow. You drop in the wrist. A jerk hand, they call it. You would jerk the hand down. And you see from the side, it drops from the wrist. Jerking hand, that's a jut sow. Next one that we're going to go through is a fook sow. A fook sow pushes from the elbow straight on. Now you want a tunnel. It's a tunnel hand. A fook sow is a tunnel hand. It's going to be tunneling the energy off to the side. So it pushes out, it pushes out. It connects onto an oncoming force and pushes out. Pushes out. So it juts out. From the side, it pushes out. Pushes out. That is your jut sow. Now what we're going to do is a couple of combinations. If we take a Tsun sow, which is the palm up hand, and we add a wing arm, which is the bun sow. Again, it meets into the center line. This is a quan sow. Quan sow. It's to deflect oncoming force. Again, you shift. You'll be shifting, or in the other you step. Step. If a kick comes on oncoming force, you deflect it off using a combination. The next one is a con sow. Another one, it's kind of like the sister one to it. You use a Tsun sow again, and a foot sow. Foot sow cuts up the middle. That cuts up the middle. And what happens, you add that, and you again, the foot sow and the Tsun sow. And this cuts up. Oncoming force, you deflecting it. You're deflecting an oncoming force. Now stepping in one way, and the other way shifting. So if somebody kicks a round kick, anything coming on your upper gate, you're bringing it up. Coming in the middle gate, you're using your quan sow, which is the wing arm, that to deflect it off. To deflect it off. That's what you're using. Those are your hand positioning. Now we're going to move over to the wooden dummy, or the WingChun, which you see in the foreground here. This wooden dummy has been with me since 1986, and it's still here. Now we're going to move on to a few moves in that. We'll show like either way. In this way of doing the wooden dummy, there's an entry technique. The entry technique, you're going to be doing a little hop that comes in. As you're in your neutral stance, we add a little hop as you come in. Do a hand sound, that's a rotation hand. Your hand will rotate. You've seen that in the form when they rotate. Rotates around. On your right hand you'll be grabbing, the other one you'll be grabbing behind and pull it. Then you use your pucks out, your slapping hand to deflect, and then you strike in. Then what you'll be doing is using the foot sow to come off, using a combination of your foot sow to redirect, a palm strike, and an oblique kick down to the leg. You can't see, you can see my kick come up, goes down onto the leg. And you come down to a quan sow. That is your tan sow, palm up hand, and the con sow in the back. So that's a con sow. And you step, you lift your arm underneath the quan sow, which is a wing arm. Then you're going to shift into a T stance and come out to a tan sow and strike. Go back to a T stance. Use your quan sow, which is your wing arm, and your other hand, the tan sow palm up hand, and to an arm break. Now I will go to another entry technique. Coming in, shifting to a T stance, grabbing on this side and pulling the right side. Again, bucks out your palm strike here to a strike. Now without using your oblique kick, you just come down to a foot sow, step out, and strike. Using a quan sow to a con sow. Another foot sow, straight arm here, palm up. Come to a T stance, bring up to a tan sow, step and strike in. Go back to a T stance, go back to a quan sow, bring it up to a tan sow, foot sow, underneath, strike, into the middle, foot sow again, and arm break. And that's one section of the one and done. Now I'm going to go through it in one whole movement. Now the other way of doing the wooden dummy, the wooden man, or the Wing-chun is a little bit different. This time we're going to stand in front of the dummy and we're going to strike on the left side. As we strike on the left side, then we will proceed to grab and pull. And then we will strike again. From here, it will change up a little bit. And when you go into a bonsai this way, underneath, coming up, go to your T stance, and strike in. Now, you're not using the oblique kick in this one. You would strike here with a quan sow, a con sow, come up, follow up to a tan sow, and strike. Again, the quan sow, moving up the same way, going to a foot sow to a tan sow, striking in, bringing the hands this way to a side, and breaking a double break. Now after we did that double break, we switched the hands. Now you're going to be striking to this side, on the right side, grabbing and pulling. Again, striking with the puck out, and another strike. Bonsai this time again. Step, bring up to a Tsun and strike in. Once again, Quan Sao, Con Sao, bring up to a Ton Sao and strike in. Back to another Quan Sao, Con Sao, it's a palm up hand to a Fook Sao, bring it here and strike it. Bring the hands up and arm break. Now I'm going to perform that section all together. There you have it. Two ways of doing a wooden man. I told you I'm just going to give you a little bit of taste of it. That was only one little section of it. As future videos, I will get more intense and show a little bit more on that. But we got a lot to go in these videos. Next time I'm going to be showing you the advanced. As we come to a conclusion of another Wing-chun Ving-chun video, please feel free to comment, and I will reply to the comments, and subscribe to my channel so you can see a whole lot more. We have plenty of other cool stuff on this channel, so check it out. And don't forget, the next time I will be showing the advanced form of Sulam Dao, which was taught to me by one person. You don't see a little more footwork into Sulam Dao. You'd be surprised. And some techniques and some training methods I'm going to add in that you might have seen or might have not seen. You might want to look at it. So, see you once again. Wing Chun.